now I would like to explain you about our client portfolio a little bit. Okay, client and server. I will tell you what are all features are available with us, what are all specifications available with us, how to position with your end customers. So advantage majorly we want to talk about AMD's advantages. Then only we are able to close the deals with your customers. So first, I would like to tell you we are having data center product. Data center products is our lot of you people are knows about our data center product that is named as Epic processor. Epic is our data center processor. In Epic, we are having a lot of processor like if you see we are having Genova X, Milan, this kind of processes we are having. I will explain you detailing in upcoming slides. Okay, so we are having data center products and explosion of AI. AI is currently you can see a lot of demands are creating in AI portfolio. AI is artificial intelligence. You must be knowing about that. AI and ML, machine learning. Machine learning is one of the most wanted product requirement in the IT field. Actually, you know about that. Uh, these both things, if you see a lot of big companies like Microsoft, Amazon, lot of people are doing their R&D sessions in this segments only. If you see in ChatGPT is Microsoft's product, and if you see Vertex AI is Google's product. Okay, so like that, likewise, products are available in AI portfolio. So NVIDIA is a major player. Recently, actually, if you see in Google, if you search in Google, NVIDIA's market share is recently only they have been growing their market share is very much growth actually because of this AI markets availability. You can see in NVIDIA's graphics card is touch 100. This AI is a major thing which is going on in the market. Every data centers are having this. They are focusing on AI workloads only. This ChatGPT and Vertex AI, lot of AI products which is available in the market. Currently, if you see in AMD, we are having MI300X. MI300X is our graphics card which is available in the market. Recently, we have launched this. We overcome Nvidia's requirements and Nvidia's prices. We are having very lesser price compared to Nvidia's X100 card. Okay, so recently, um, if you see in if you see in any kind of magazines or any kind of what do you call that, if you see in Google, if you put the AMD's name, that will pop up. That people are talking about our graphics card only. Okay, so this is what we are having in AI motion, and the PCs and gaming. You must be knowing about that. We are having laptops, desktops, and gaming kind of laptops and desktops which is available with us. Next, we are having compute technology leadership. Actually, this is next 5 years AMD strategic pillars. Compute technology leadership. Actually, technology is our laptop and desktop portfolio only. Data center is our Epic processor, Epic product, and data center products are available with us, like Epic. And advancing perspective, AI, I told you earlier, AI products are also we are the dominant player in AI motion. And softwares, if you see all kind of softwares which is available with us, all kind of softwares which is supportive for AMD's processor like Epic and Ryzen series. We are the leading provider for custom silicon and solutions. So you all must be knowing about that. So these are strategic pillars. These are our strategic pillars. These are our products which is available in the market. CPUs like Ryzen and Epic. You guys are knowing about that CPUs. GPUs means graphics processing unit. That is also available. I told you earlier, our MX300, 200, this kind of cards are available in the market. You can buy. And AI engine FPGA cards, FPGA. Anybody knows FPGA? What is FPGA? Anybody knows? FPGA is the field programmable gate array. Okay, this is the card which is particularly used for single single kind of workloads. Okay, any customer they wanted to do single workloads with the same graphics card. Okay, they will use this FPGA cards. FPGA is card which is available with us, and yeah, socks and soms also available with us, and smartnix also, smartnix is our pensando card, pensando card which is available with us, smartnix, smartnix and DPUs. So these are also available. These cards are using for particular workloads. Okay, any kind of customers want particular work they wanted to do with the single card, they have to go with this kind of cards. Okay. So apart from this, I would like to show you our client CPU roadmaps. Okay, this is the main thing which I wanted to tell you. This is our roadmap starts from 2017 to till date. From 2017, we were launched our Zen series of processor, Picasso and Dali. Picasso, Dali, Renoir, Lucent, these kind of names are famous painter's name. Okay, if you see in Intel, they are having famous Ice Lake, Alder Lakes, that kind of names. Actually, that is Lake's name. They are putting their processes generations. Here we are putting famous. What do you call that? Paint's name here. This 2017, we were launched our Gen series of processors that is called Ryzen. It starts from 12 and 14 nanometer processors. Now, if you see, we are operating in the market 6 and 7 nanometer processor, which is available in the stock right now. Apart from that, we are having 5 nanometer and 4 nanometer processors. It's lineup which is available. It will be coming by 2-3 months. You can expect the products. Okay. So apart from this, these are the product lineups, client lineups we are having, like Ryzen series processors, Threadripper processors. We are having Threadripper is our workstation processor. Okay. So apart from this, Athlon process which is available, desktop processors available. So I want to tell you one more thing. Here, AMD Ryzen Pro series processors is available. Pro series is our APU processor. Okay. Anybody knows about APU processor? Anybody tell about that? What is APU? Hello? Hello? Ramya, can you tell what is APU? Okay. Hello? Guys, can you hear me? I have a doubt. Nobody is talking.
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir.
You can hear you. Okay.
Yeah,
Right?
I want to hear
Okay.
you.
So, Ramya, are you there?
Yeah.
Ramya, I tell you, actually, APU is a processing unit, that is accelerated processing unit. Okay. That is combined with the CPU and GPU.
As GPU and CPU.
Yes, CPU and GPU technology. That is, we are built up with a single card, a single socket. We are giving CPU and GPU with the same processor. These both are available. Okay, if you see, actually laptops are coming up with a graphics card like 4 GB, right? 4 GB or 8 GB. 16 GB cards are which is available. NVIDIA Quadro cards, AMD cards. Cards are available with the laptops or desktops, right? So
Yes, sir.
with the same thing that a 4 GB card, what performance 4 GB card which is giving, that same performance this APU cards will give. Okay. So if you see in ZBooks in entry level ZBooks, if you see that without graphics card which is coming with a Pro series processor, in that same processor which is equivalent of 4 GB of dedicated card. You can position that laptop to your customer. Sir, you don't need to buy any a dedicated card machines. In this AMD Ryzen Pro processor, which is comes up with 4 GB of performances, you can easily get that benefit without any spending card prices. Okay, hope you can understand that. Anybody
Satish
have any
sir,
doubt? You can ask.
I have
Yes.
one doubt. Only 4 GB cards only available or any iron
No,
6 GB like
only 4
8 GB?
GB. As of now, only 4 GB is available. Actually, if you see that the Threadripper processor also is a pro processor. Okay, that Amar will tell you detailedly. If you have any
Okay.
doubt, you can ask Amar. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
pro processor that ZBook, if you see in ZBook that entry level SKU which is available now without graphics. That is a Ryzen Pro processor. Ryzen Pro without graphics, which is available with us in the MOQ stock. Okay, you can position. If anybody asks, I want 4 GB card, you can tell them, sir, you don't need to buy 4 GB card. This Pro processor, which is available with the card only, that is APU processor, you can buy easily. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, sir.
Ramya, is it clear? Okay.
Yeah, sir. Clear.
Okay. I go for another slide. This is our product portfolio, which is available in client portfolio actually. Client is a Chromebooks. Chromebooks we have Athlon and Ryzen processor, which is available. And laptops also same thing, Ryzen and Ryzen Pro. Ryzen Pro, I told you earlier, that is Pro processor, which is available with the AP processor. Okay. In desktops also Ryzen and Ryzen Pro, which is available. And workstation, I want to tell you, our workstation, we are having Threadripper. Threadripper Pro processor. Okay, Threadripper is the technology called that is also APU. Threadripper is the workstation processor that is also available with us. That is up to 64 cores of processor, which is available in a single processor. 64 cores, which is available in a single processor. Okay, so this is our technology roadmap. Starts from 2017 to 2024, 23, 24. Now we are having 4 nanometer processor. Starts from 14 nanometer. Anybody knows about the nanometer technology? Anybody can tell? No. Okay, a little bit correct, but I tell you detail. Actually, nanometer is the measurement. Okay, that is 0.00001. That is the measurement of the thing. Okay. If you see 1 meter is a 1 meter, you know, right? 0.0001 is a nanometer. Nanometer is a distance. Actually, we called distance between the two transistors. Okay, distance between the two transistors. That's called a nanometer. Here we are using. If you see that starts from 2017, we were using 14 nanometer. Okay, in that technology, 14 nanometer which we were used. Okay, so that distance between the transistors, 14 nanometer and 12 nanometer, 7 nanometer, which we were using. What is nanometer? Why this is main thing which we are speaking. Actually, you see in any technology. Actually, if you see in MacBook M1 chip, M2 chip, M3 chip, these are the technology which are available in MacBook. You all guys knows about that, right? I want to tell you this nanometer technology. Currently, we are using 4 nanometer. If you see in Intel they are using. Actually, here if you see that green line is AMD, blue line is Intel. Okay, you can see right my screen.
Yeah, sir.
Guys, please respond. Actually,
Yeah, sir.
blue line is Intel, green line is AMD. Okay, if you see in the 13th generation in Intel, they are using 10 nanometer processor. Okay, still they are using 10 nanometer processor. Here in our Ryzen 7000 series processor, we are using 4 nanometer processor. Okay, so what is the difference? Actually, if you see what difference it makes, nanometers it makes. Okay, I tell you. Okay, actually we are reducing our distances between the two transistors. Anybody knows how many transistors which is available in each processor, right? Okay, billions of the transistors available in the processor. Billions of the transistors which is available in the processor. Each processor has billions of the transistors. Okay, can you imagine that? Each actually distance between the transistors only nanometer. We are speaking about that only. So what the main thing is, if we reduce the distances between these transistors, that the electrons will flow very fast. Okay, that the electrons will come from power only, right? Laptop will take power from battery. Okay, so that if more transistors, if we put in the same processor, the electron flow will be very higher, very speed actually. So if the work completes very fast, that power consumption is also very less. Correct? Anybody having any doubt about this? If work completed very fast, that power consumption is very less. Okay, that is the concept here. Okay, so if the power consumption is very less, that battery, if you see in that battery, actually I want to tell you in Tamil, everybody in Tamil only, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, if you see
No,
in the
sir.
battery, okay, if you see in the batteryல நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா மேஜரா difference, we want to tell you up to 8 cores 20-hour battery, up to 8 cores 24 hours battery, 6 nanometer processor, இதெல்லாமே நாங்க போட்டிருக்கோம் இல்லையா? You can see that. ஓகேவா? ஸோ இது ஏன் அப்படின்னா ஒர்க் ஸ்பீடா நடந்துருச்சு அப்படின்னா பவர் கன்சம்ஷன், இந்த எலக்ட்ரான் டிரான்ஸ்ஃபர் ஆகிற ரேட், மில்லியன்ஸ் ஆஃப் த டிரான்சிஸ்டர்ஸ் நம்ம வந்து மோல்ட் பண்ணிருக்கிற ஒரு சிங்கிள் ப்ராசஸர்ல we are molding millions of the processor டிரான்சிஸ்டர், சாரி. ஸோ ஒர்க் ஸ்பீடா நடக்கும்போது we can easily பவர் வந்து வெரி லோ பவர் தான் வந்து கன்சியூம் பண்ணும். ஸோ பேட்டரியில இருந்து பவர் கன்சியூம் பண்றது ரொம்ப லெஸ் ஆயிடும். ஸோ யூ வில் கெட் த எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பேட்டரி பேக்கப், எக்ஸ்ட்ரா பேட்டரி லைஃப். ஸோ யூ கேன் ஈஸிலி டெல் யுவர் கஸ்டமர்ஸ், சார், if you want any extra battery backup, if you are looking for extra battery backup, please go with AMD. Okay, anybody any doubt about the nanometer technology or battery backups? சிம்பிள். ஆக்சுவலா சிம்பிளா நான் சொல்றேன், டிரான்சிஸ்டர்ஸ் அதிகமா நம்ம மோல்ட் பண்ணிருக்கிறதுனால, டிஸ்டன்ஸ் கம்மியா இருக்கிறதுனால எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் ஃப்ளோ ஈஸியா நடக்குது. ஓகே, எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் ஃப்ளோ ஸ்பீடா இருக்கு. ஸோ ஈஸிலி எலக்ட்ரான்ஸ் ஃப்ளோ ஸ்பீடா இருக்கிறதுனால பேட்டரி பேக்கப் வந்து, பேட்டரி கன்சம்ஷன் வந்து வெரி லெஸ். ஸோ ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்கா இன்னொன்னு ஐ வாண்ட் டு டெல் யூ, previously some of your customers may tell you, இல்ல AMD வந்து ஹீட் ஆகுங்க, இல்ல நான் இன்டெலே போறேன், அந்த மாதிரிலாம் சொல்லுவாங்க. they may tell you, எல்லாருக்குமே தெரியும் இல்லையா? நீங்க இதெல்லாம் கேள்விப்படுறீங்களா? ஹலோ, கஸ்டமர் சொல்றாங்க இல்லையா உங்களுக்கு?
லேப்டாப் டெஸ்க்டாப்ல சொல்லுவாங்க சார் சம்டைம்ஸ்.
எஸ். ஸோ அதனாலதான் சொல்றேன், இதுல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா nanometer, because of the nanometer technology. In the processor manufacturing for AMD and Mac, sorry, MacBook நீங்க வாங்குறீங்க இல்லையா? MacBookல M1 சிப், M2 சிப், M3 சிப்லாம் இருக்கு இல்லையா? M3 சிப் ரீசெண்டா இருக்கு. ஸோ இந்த ப்ராசஸர்ஸ் எல்லாமே மேனுஃபேக்சர் பண்றது தைவானிஸ் மேனுஃபேக்சரிங் கம்பெனி. ஸோ திஸ் போத் AMD அண்ட் மேக்கு வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா மேனுஃபேக்சரர் வந்து சேம் கம்பெனி தான். ஸோ மேக்ல என்ன டெக்னாலஜி இருக்குன்னு தெரியுமா? ரீசெண்டா 5 nanometer டெக்னாலஜி they are using. மேக்கோட M3 chip 5 nanometer technology they are using. Currently AMD has 4 nanometer technology. ஓகேவா? But if you see in Intel, they are using 10 nanometer technology. Because of this, என்னெல்லாம் நடக்கும் அப்படின்னா, their battery backup, Intel's battery backup is very less. நீங்க பாத்தீங்க அப்படின்னா பேட்டரி பேக்கப்போட பெஞ்ச் மார்க் நான் காட்டியிருக்கேன். ஓகே ரம்யா, நம்ம ஓகே 1 minute, 11:30 to 12:30 is our time, right? Okay, so this is our battery backup comparison. If you see Lenovo ThinkPad and ProBook series, EliteBook series, if you see we are having almost, you can see 30 to 40% of higher battery backups which is available in AMD processors. Okay, each and every product line we are showing. These are all given by our OEMs like HP and HP, Lenovo, is it? Okay, these are the portfolio which is available, Oxys portfolios. Apart from this is ZBook Power and ZBook Fireplay, which is available with us. I would like to show you, this is the processor comparison which is available with Intel and AMD. Most of you knows about this. I tell you little bit about this. Actually, if you compare with this high performance cores and efficient cores, you need to see here. Intel is offering 2 cores only, high performance cores, and AMD is offering 8 cores. Okay. So apart from this, we are having 700 technology, and power consumption 15 watts power. AMD is consuming 15 watts only, but Intel is consuming up to 55 watts. So one more example, one more comparison here is Lenovo ThinkPad. This is battery comparison only. This is also battery comparison. You can see here. We are having 30 to 40% of higher battery backups compared to Intel. So I want to tell you, we are having Epic processor. Epic is our data center product. That is also available with us. We are having more 3D caches. Actually, 3D cache technology we are having here. If you see L1, L2, L3 caches, which is available, more L3 caches which is available with our Epic processor. Because of the time conception, actually, I would like to give this to our Amar. Amar will tell you about our workstation portfolio. Okay. We are having HPE, Lenovo servers, which is available with 1U and 2U. We are also having, actually, if you position AMD's processor, AMD's Epic processor, definitely I can tell you, you can easily make the margin and easily convince your customer. You need to, only one thing is you need to speak about our Epic processors to your end customer side. Okay. So these are the products which is available. I don't want to deep dive into this because of the time frame. Actually, we are having only half an hour more. I will give this to our Amar. Amar will tell you about our workstation portfolio. Amar, are you there? Amar?
Yeah, I'm there. I'm there. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Amar, I will show your slide. 1 minute.
Hello?
Yes. Who's this?
Sir, Rajkumar, sir. Sir, we have up to 1 o'clock, sir, time meeting. Not 12:30.
Okay.
Yeah, the meeting
Okay.
extends up to 1 o'clock also.
Okay. So Amar will tell you about workstation. Actually, our main thing is we want to cover up workstation portfolio. If we have time, I will tell about our servers.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sure, sir. Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Amar, is it okay? Actually, I hope you can't see clearly this one. Can
No,
you see?
I
Can you
can.
see
I
the
can
screen?
manage.
You can
Yeah,
manage, right?
I can. Yeah, all right. Okay,
Okay.
all right. So, good morning, almost good afternoon, team. Myself, Amar, application engineer from AMD, managing the south part of the business across various verticals, be it small, medium business or education sector, banking, financial, insurance, or even government sector. So, I manage from the technical part, of the business for sales, supporting sales basically. So thanks, Satish, for taking a wonderful session on the client portfolio in terms of desktops and laptops offerings and what our roadmaps are. Team, I will be taking you through a presentation for a couple more minutes with regards to the workstation specifically. So what workstation covers and what are the offerings that we have and what are the OEMs that we have offerings with and what are our processor model series of models that we have and how we are being positioning our product and against the competition versus the competition, or deep dive into a technical specifications basically. Okay.
Okay.
It'll be nice if we can have a two-way conversation and if you could acknowledge, respond, so that we can have a meaningful training session here. Team, is that okay?
Yeah, sir. Okay, sir. Done.
Great, fantastic. All right, so moving ahead to the next slide. So the whole presentation from now on would be purely on Threadripper processors. So Threadripper Pro processors are dedicatedly designed for our workstation portfolio. So be it a mobile workstation or a tower workstation, it's powered with Threadripper Pro processors and also Ryzen Pro processors as well. So we have two flavors. One is Threadripper Pro and Ryzen Pro. So these are the two flavors that we have. So you don't get Threadripper on a desktop or a normal laptop on a daily usage. So this is purely designed for the workstation workloads. So just running through one quick video. Just have a look into this. There might not be some audio on this. All right, so you would have not heard the audio of this. I hope you got the messaging on from the videos basically. So what Threadripper Pro processor does. So I will be taking you through a processor stack in terms of what are the offerings that we have on Threadripper Pro processors. So basically earlier we had 3000 series also. So right now the available processor models are 5000 series and 7000 series. So when I say series, we follow series of processor, and competition Intel follows the generation of processor like 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th generation. So we follow 5000, 6000, 7000 series of processor. So on workstation, specifically the series is 5000 and 7000 series of processor. So what you see under the 5000 series and 7000 series of processors are basically right from the left corner down 5945WX all the way up to 5995WX. So which comes up to 64 high performance cores with 128 threads. And whereas we recently launched our 7000 series of processor, which gives you up to 96 cores with 192 threads as well. So these are the high core processors that anybody could kind of deliver it from a semiconductor industry, that AMD are able to go ahead and only AMD are able to go ahead and deliver this 96 cores processors on a workstation category. Not even any competition, not even Intel's Xeon processor doesn't qualify to a 96 core. So we have huge cores, and also we have higher base frequencies and boost frequencies. And of course the TDP should be on a higher side for it to take that kind of workloads. The thermal design power has to have so much of voltage for it to go ahead and take so much power for it to deliver such kind of or take that kind of workloads, high end workloads basically. So these are basic technical parameters any ITDMs would look into it, be it the number of cores, threads, base frequency, boost frequency, and what TDP it is on, and what series of processor or what generation of processor that any semiconductor companies could offer. So these are the current stack that we have on both 5000 series and 7000 series of WX Threadripper Pro processors. Any questions, any doubts on this before I move to the next slide? Yes, no, maybe.
Sir, we can go ahead, sir.
Sorry.
No, sir, no doubts.
Okay, great. Okay, so moving ahead to the next slide. So here we are taking a similar 5000 series and 7000 series and showcasing you what is the generational comparison that we have, or the benefits that we have moving from 5000 series to 7000 series. First is the architecture. The 5000 series was on a Zen 3 architecture. Now we have moved to a Zen 4 architecture. So that gives you improved power efficiency and overall higher performance as well. And of course, the cores and threads are, all the way from 64 to 96 cores. That gives you, basically accelerated multi-threaded workflows, like I said, for doing multitasking at a very lesser time that consumes to complete the workload. And of course, the boost frequency, again, we have moved from 4.5 to 5.3. That gives you, improved performance in lightly threaded applications that requires, boost frequency for light threaded applications. So for any light threaded applications, boost frequency gives you improved performance on that as well. And of course, we have moved from a PCI 4.0 to 5.0. So that gives you the next gen GPUs on high speed storage as well. And of course, the L3 cache has also increased from 256 to 384. That gives you faster and more responsive on the computing workloads as well. So these are the benefits that a customer would get moving to 5000 series to 7000 series as well. So now, of course, we need to talk about how we are positioning our product versus the competition. What you can see, the competition on the right side is all the Xeon processor that you can see right from the right side bottom corner. You can see Intel Xeon W73455 all the way up to 3495. So it can give you what socket it is on and what is the number of cores and thread it has. And of course, what is the frequency on base and boost also, and what smart cache it comes with, memory channels it has, and what TDP it runs on, what is the PCI lanes it has, and whether it has an Intel vPro or not. Like what Intel vPro, we also have AMD Pro processors as well, right? So you can see a clear comparison. Intel is only delivering up to 56 cores, where we are delivering up to 96 cores. That's the best advantage that you can see here. And of course, at the bottom, when you see 2448, we have 2448, but then the next model they have only 30, they have 36, we have only 32, but then the next model after that they have only 56, we have 64, and then 56, and then we have 96. So that's the advantage of going with Threadripper Pro processor for more core counts, and of course the base frequency you can see here, it's way lesser compared to what we are offering, right? So where you can see the base frequencies and boost frequencies all the way only up to 4.8 gigahertz is what they are giving, and you can see with AMD we have all the way up to 5.1 and 5.3 gigahertz also. Even the base also, we have some places which is 4.2 and starting with 2.5 as well. And of course, you can see the smart cache for more responsiveness. We have up to 384, whereas the competition is only up to 105. And memory channels are the same with both, and TDPs are the same with both. It takes same power amount of power. And of course, we have more PCI lanes, 128. The competition only has 112. So AMD has the pro technologies on everything. So as Intel also has the vPro, and overclocking is enabled in all the AMD process, which is not the same case with Intel that case. So that's the advantages when customer of yours that you come across who wants to go for a workstation which is on Xeon processors. This is the slide that you need to refer to, and these are the processor that of AMD Threadripper processors, Ryzen Threadripper Pro processors that you need to position against this competition to win these opportunities and give advantages to the customers as well. Right, so we have done some benchmarkings taking Intel Xeon W9 3495X, which is on 56 cores, and then the similar model, that comparison model of AMD Ryzen Threadripper Pro processors, which is 5995WX, which is on 64 core processor. The major workloads or applications that they go ahead and test is Autodesk Maya or a Chaos V-Ray. On both of these, you can see up to 37% increase and up to 28% increase is what you customers could get going with AMD Threadripper Pro processors. And of course, media and entertainment, design, manufacturing sectors, or software and sciences, architecture, engineering, and construction. So on all of these verticals, there are certain applications they do, run the benchmarks. Let's say, for example, media and entertainment, they run benchmarks testing After Effects or Premiere Pro or Autodesk Maya or Chaos V-Ray. So on all of these, we have better advantage compared to what competition is delivering. And of course, of software and science, they check with Chromium or an Unreal Engine. We have better advantages there as well. So same goes with design and manufacturing and architecture and construction as well. So for all of these benchmarking, applications that they can run, similarly to the competitive model versus the AMD model, they get better advantages compared to what the competition is delivering here as well. And these are the offerings that we have from all OEMs on the mobile and tower workstation. So top gives you the tower workstation. Last year we had the 7865, which was launched for the first time from Dell on the Precision 7865, which is now we are expecting 7875, which is coming soon, on the tower workstation from Dell as well. Which are all powered on AMD Threadripper workstations. And of course, we recently had just a couple of weeks back, we had HP Z6 G5A, which is a new tower workstation which is launched by HP. and which is the only current workstation that we have on the tower from HP. And of course, we have the veterans, which is on Lenovo ThinkStation, which is P620 and P358 desktop type high-end desktop workstation, that is called as a high-end desktop workstation, which has or a low-end tower workstation, I would say. A high-end desktop which can be considered as tower workstation, or a low-end tower workstation, which is P358 from Lenovo. And of course, HP also launched recently the mobile workstations, which is the ZBook Firefly G10 on a 14-inch, and a ZBook Power G10, which is on a 15.6-inch as well. So these are all powered on AMD Threadripper Pro processor. And of course, we also have our just a second. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay. And then we also have our Lenovo workstations, which is P16s Gen 2, or a P16V Gen 1, or a P14s Gen 4. These are all the mobile workstations that we have it on the Lenovo. So basically, on the mobile workstation, we have two players, which is Lenovo and HP. On the tower workstation, we have three players, which is Lenovo, HP, and Dell as well. So these are the products that you need to be positioning your customers when it comes for workstation requirement as well. And of course, giving you a brief about what processors each tower workstation has, like HP Z6 G5A comes with Threadripper Pro 7000 series WX processor, whereas Dell 7865 comes with 5000 series of processor, and Lenovo P620 comes with 3000 and 5000 series of processor, and Lenovo P358 comes with 5000 series of processor. And what are the
Thomas, sir,
advantages that you?
I
Yeah, I'm
have
sorry.
one
Go ahead.
doubt. Threadripper processor only 7000 only available, or 5000 available?
It's
Threadripper.
available here, no? On 7865, you can see Dell 7865, Ryzen Threadripper Pro 5000 series of processor.
Okay.
And even on Lenovo also, we have 5000 series of
In
processor.
HP, only 7000 processor available, right?
Because that is a recent launch of AMD on 7000 series processor, like how Intel launched their 13th generation. We launched our 7000 series of processors on desktops and laptops, and at the same time, we also have a 7000 series of processor which is launched on the Threadripper also. So these are on the latest series of processors.
Okay, what's about 5000 series, sir?
We currently do not have that on the HP.
Okay, sir. TK.
All right, so on the ZBook Firefly on 14G10, you can see what are the key features that you get going with this, and these are the processors that are plugged into these mobile workstation. Basically, not the Threadripper, but it is a Ryzen Pro processor. You get three flavors: Ryzen 5 Pro, Ryzen 7 Pro, Ryzen 9 Pro. So 5, 7, 9. So all of these are on the 7000 latest series of 7000 series of processor, which has 8 high performance cores with 16 threads and comes with advanced new Radeon graphics, which is RDNA 2 architecture, which is on a 760M or a 780M, and gives you L2 L3 cache at a larger cache, and gives you a higher boost frequencies also. So comes with pro security features for security aspects as well. So these are all on the 7040 series of processor, which also takes care of the AI workloads as well. And of course, we have the 15.6-inch, which is 16-inch G10 on ZBook. So these are all also on the 7000 series of processor, which is on HS series of processors. And these are the key features and specifications, what you get on the Power 16 G10 on HP as well. And of course, on the Lenovo, we have these three models, which I had showed you earlier as well. We have it on 14, 16-inch, and then 16-inch again. Yep. So that's about it from my side, from the presentation point of view on the workstation part of it. Any questions or any doubts that you have, in this course of presentation that we finished? Anything that you want to clarify? Tim, this is a time for you to speak up if you have any questions, any doubts. please do let me know. We can go ahead and address those. Am I audible?
Ramya, do you want to speak anything? Actually, if you have any price list or
Please
anything
utilize the
related
time
to
for clearing your doubts. It could be any kind of questions that you have, be it on the client, what Satish took the presentation, on the desktop and laptop, or even be it the workstation that I took. If you have any questions, please do let me know. As I'm here, that I can try my level best to go ahead and answer your whatever doubts that you have or address those questions as well. Anything, guys? Yes, no, maybe.
Sir, Aman
Ramya?
sir, what's
Yeah,
about
go ahead.
AMD Ryzen Pro HS processors? So in default mobile workstation, HS processor available in 14 and G10 series. So can you explain about Pro HS processors?
Yeah, so I'll explain that to you. Thanks for asking this question. So now, if you look at these processors, right? So 14G10 has a Ryzen Pro or 5 or 7 or 9 Ryzen Pro HS processors, and at the same time, if you see 16 also has HS processors. So these HS processors basically like what Intel has. So okay, before I answer your question, right? So let me ask the entire team a quick question. What are the series of processors that Intel has on the 12th or 13th generation, which they did not have it in the 11th generation? What changed? Can anybody answer that question? Okay, so in the interest of time, let me answer that for myself. So from 11th generation, when Intel moved to 12th and 13th generation, so when basically they moved to 12th generation itself, they moved to a hybrid architecture. So when you say hybrid architecture, till 11th generation, they had only cores and thread multiplied into two. So they have 4 cores, they have 8 threads. They have 8 cores, they have 16 threads. So they have 2 cores, they have 4 threads. So dual core processor, quad core processor, hexa core processor, octa core processors. So like that. So, but when they move to 12th generation, they move to a hybrid architecture. So that means if they have, earlier they did not have a performance course or an efficiency course. So from 12th generation or even in 13th generation or even coming to the 14th generation, which is going to be launched, they have the hybrid architecture, which is performance course dedicated and they have an efficiency course dedicated. So in total, they'll have large number of cores in total compared to what AMD has, but that is not going to work both hand in hand at the same time. If there is a workload that is being put on to performance course, which requires performance course to do the operational job, only performance course will work. And if the workloads is depending to efficiency, which is more of battery related, only efficiency course will work. So both cannot work at the same time simultaneously. So even though they have total cores as higher cores, but it is of no use because the workloads can only happen one at a time. But whereas with AMD, we already have high performance cores, which is 8 high performance cores on the desktops and laptops, and those are also efficient in terms of battery performance to what Intel is offering, because battery is all related not only when it comes to efficiency, not only when it comes to what kind of battery size or capacity that it has, but of course it has various other aspects in terms of what processor lithography, the nanometer concept that Satish was talking about. We have up to 7 nanometer, 6 nanometer that we launched last year. We were the first to launch 7 nanometer back in 2019 itself. Whereas right now we have 4 nanometer, 6 nanometer, 5 nanometer processors. Whereas Intel are stuck with 10 nanometer lithography for the last more than 5-6 years now. So even on 12th generation, moving to a hybrid architecture, or even on 13th generation, they still have a 10 nanometer, even though it's renamed as Intel 7, but it is still a 10 nanometer lithography. They do not have a 7 nanometer lithography yet, but whereas AMD already have reached to a 4 nanometer today. And with 12th and 13th generation, Intel also adapted U series of processor and P series of processor. P series being the flagship model. So for AMD, now answering to your point, for AMD, we have U series of processor on the desktops, I'm sorry, on the laptops, And then we have the G series of processor on the desktops. Now, when it comes to workstation, we have HS series, we have HX series, and we have, basically these HS series are dedicated for workstation categories. So these HS series comes with a higher TDPs basically. So it comes with 200, it comes with 45 TDPs, whereas the U series comes with 15 to 28 watts TDP, or 25 watts TDP, like that. So, but whereas the HS and HX series of AMD Threadripper Ryzen processors comes with 45 watts TDP. That is dedicated only for workstation and not for desktops or laptops. So that's the architecture that is behind the HS series and HX series of processor.
What I'm telling is these are the portfolios which is available in workstation, mobile workstation portfolio. Actually, if you say Ryzen 5, Ryzen 7, Ryzen 9, actually, when I was explaining about our Pro processor, that Firefly series, which is comes up with Pro processor. Actually, if you see that lineups are not available with graphics cards. So I told you earlier, these are the processor which is available with 4 GB of inbuilt cards in the processor itself. That is APU processor technology. Okay, so you can speak with your customers without card. No worries. Actually, they don't want to pay any extra money for the additional graphic cards. Okay, so this first 4 line items which is available with Pro processor. So without graphics card, the pricing is very less compared to Intel. So if you see in Power Series models are comes up with dedicated graphics card. You can speak with your customers with this, which is available readily available with our sub-district Supreme computers. You can take the material from our Supreme. Okay, so these are the product line which is available. Okay, team. Thank you. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
the
sir.
participation.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.